killable in the Enchantress. Like, you can use Mortimer Kisses into the Storm Spirit Burst, and all they need is a little bit of control, and that's where Xi comes into play. So I think Topson is very killable this game, as we already see T1 an aggressive movement inside the triangle, and Xi, he's in trouble. Insania's nearby. There's not really much that Liquid can do. They're just hoping that Xi can get towards the tower, but T1 will make sure that is not an option. As they find a big kill in their first blood, given over to Arno.
With Cuckoo, he's got 3 points in the Janata, and he's got a Vanguard. That's all you need against a Lifestealer. It's very hard for him to kill you. This is the ideal situation that you're wanting on Cuckoo. You're just
bottom lane, Xi should end up going down. Buster's going to be able to connect. They got the decay. Whitemon can take up the tower as well. They're even going to use the tombstone as well. Gonna help out with the dive attempt, and finally bring down Xi. Second death. Keep in mind, he was the person that gave over first blood underneath the tier 2 tower.
Even trying to put a little bit of pressure in onto this mid lane. Topson, no points in the enchant just yet, so isn't able to get a creep to be able to tank up some of these tower hits. He'll just do it with his own body instead to try and protect this siege creep for as long as possible, and he's doing a pretty good job at that. Never mind, Insania just converting the siege creep instead, but, well, no mana means that he can look to start getting chased down here by Zephyr. And get the line right. Looks like he can.
Thompson's going to make sure he'll right-click towards the later stages to secure the kill, and something you need out of the Enchantress to help with his scaling potential. And I think this was already his upgraded boots completed. Yep, Tread's coming out in the corridor. Bottom lane. Zion Boxy, they're going to get aggressive. They get a kill onto Ana. Whitemon might be able to turn it back around, but there's the rotation out of Mickey. Down to bottom, like we were talking about. And that is big. All really set up because Boxy was able to get that solo experience for the Undying.
Very balanced.
He's going to go Scepter next. Phase boots into the Scepter.
Yep.
So, see how fast he's able to complete that.
Bottom lane, going down
onto Ana. It's another big kill if they're able to bring him down, but Ana's got an opportunity to use the core down now with a wraparound from Zephyr.
No,
the Cogs is out preventing the stampede, but Ana, he's stuck inside the Cogs and are Liquid. Let's see if they can continue in this skirmish, and Matu's going to pop out, trying to close the distance onto Zephyr. They're not going to be able to get the distance, so they'll go for Whitemon instead. 1,300 health that they have to go through onto the Undying, and now with Topson's rotation as well as Liquid, they're just going to look to avoid the Enchantress. Going towards the backline is now Mickey with the magic damage. They'll go back to the Enchantress, but yeah, good luck killing Topson. This guy is not going to go down at this stage of the game, so Mickey needs...
A full set of stairs could be huge for T1's chances. Just get a couple more of those Shuriken tosses, the Janata. Speaking of Cuckoo, it's coming down to this bottom side and trying to kill Oxy.
But Zephyr with the wraparound. Level 6 was just picked up here for the Clockwork, so he should be able to hook on forward if required. Mickey's going to be cautious at the moment, but has a little bit of extra movement speed thanks to the Stampede to close the distance, and he's got plenty of mana as well. So Cuckoo's going to end up going down under the tower, but the rest of T1, they're starting to move down bottom. It's going to be Whitemon, along with Topson with the wraparound. Mickey's got plenty of mana.
Mickey's got full mana, so I really don't think it's too much of an issue. Almost level 12, 750 gold away from that Aghanim Scepter for Topson.
Mid lane, Zai's gonna jump, it's onto the Undying. They've got the point blank Mortimer Kisses. They're gonna be able to cancel this instantly, but the damage is been dealt as now Cuckoo's in trouble as well. Mickey's got plenty of mana to close the distance. Now they're gonna turn to Topson, completely surrounding the Enchantress. A black hole utilized with no way to stop it. As Liquid are just starting to build up too much momentum, it looks like T1 don't have the end.
It's more important for Cuckoo in my eyes, considering how important this this Roshan fight's going to be.
Yeah. They got the vision, the jump in, no messing around from Liquid. They're going to try and blow up Cuckoo. A forced start to reposition, but they'll still home onto their target. As the Mortimer Kisses is enough to get rid of their bounty hunter, and now Zephyr's in trouble as well. But Mickey, he's already looking for the +1. Matu's into the middle. The damage is plentiful. Meanwhile, off to the other side, Ana, he's stuck inside the black hole, but he's actually able to secure the kill onto the Enigma thanks to the Scepter. And Ana's going to try and man-fight Matumba Man, but the Lifestealer is way too far. The Dry doesn't have the items to combat Matu.
Now that it can Roche, they've still got that Desolator T1, so I'm actually going to look to make an aggressive play here with Mickey infested by Matu. I would love to be able to get onto the Undying and just take him out.
They see Topson Mickey with a zip on 4 with the Mortimer Kisses. Thompson doesn't have the health to keep his own life, and Matu just instantly cleans up another hero towards the backline. Liquid 8,000 net worth lead. T2 Tower next on the chopping block.
And Ana even made the walk back to try and be there with the rest of his team, but they're just too squishy. Again,
Oh, they were going to scan. They see that the bounty hunter's nearby. Zai tries to get the stomp. Won't even be required as Liquid into the rest of their team. Pounced on the opportunity with T1 outside the base.
Ping and Ana, they know exactly where he is, so they feel confident to just keep on pushing forward. Heroes like the Undying and the Clockwork before they're able to get off their key abilities.
So if they look to jump Thompson again, Kiss is still on cooldown for another 15 seconds as T1, they are playing behind the Enchantress. Zai's going to find an angle over the cliff line. It's a pretty decent hook shot from Zephyr, but Thompson still is the first one to go down as now Liquid, they'll turn to deal with a Tombstone, and now they can clean up the remaining forces onto T1 as a Stampede to close the distance. No escape out of Cuckoo, and Ana is nowhere to be seen. As T1 lose 4, they bring down no members of Liquid, and that's up the high gun. They go.
Always get anxious. This is just something that happens with them. Can they run into Matu here, or looks like he'll just be able to avoid that smoke gang? So maybe it's specifically like a mindfulness coach or something like that, because these guys do not seem nervous at all.
Smoke from Liquid. They're going to see Thompson's positioning surely. Instead, they're going to look to jump Ana. He's in a compromised position. Insane is going to try and step into the middle fight with the BKB, but he doesn't have an opportunity for the black hole. But Ana is getting chunked down. Matu is way too farmed. And meanwhile, they're on to Thompson again. As Zai in with the hoop stomp. The Mortimer Kisses as well. And T1, they've got to tap out. There is no way for them to come back into this game too. As Insania drops a celebratory black hole as Liquid will 2-0 T1 in pretty convincing fashion.
Yeah, for sure. Not a single death onto Mickey and Matu. 10-0, 15-0 after what should have been, well, one of them did have a pretty horrendous laning stage, understandably, but